Good evening. Today is Thursday. This is day 4 of my sugar detox. And today, it's a good mix between good and bad. So I would say of the 4 days that I have registered here as the sugar detox and quitting my journey with sugar, day 2 so far has been the best. Today is not so good. I did not give in to temptation. I did not go and buy chocolate, but I had a lot more cravings in the front of my mind. I'm wondering, because last night, yesterday I talked about like that buying, not fake sugar, but like chocolate that's sugar-free. And so yesterday evening was my first trip around Walmart, and it kind of scared me a little bit because I found out that subconsciously I was kind of clinging to different areas of the store, like habitual areas that I would have gone to before where all the sugar is located. So my body wanted sugar, and my body's not used to going into the store and not putting sugar in my cart. And so this was like my first time doing like a grocery moment, going into the grocery store to get something for groceries related. And so that was challenging for me. I did pick up a block of the sugar-free chocolate. I think it's similar to Lily's, but I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But so I had one piece of chocolate last night, and the flavor of these sugar-free chocolates, it kind of tastes to me like the minute it touches your tongue, you can taste like that sugar-free or that fake sugar type of flavor. And to me, it kind of tastes like poison. I'm not going to lie. I'm just being honest with you. And but the middle to the end taste and the aftertaste reminds me of chocolate. And I got the milk chocolate, which was like, I think 50% cocoa versus not. And yeah. So I think that just having that flavor in my mouth and what resembled chocolate to me put me into a bad space today. I didn't eat any real sugar or real chocolate, like processed foods, like purposeful today. So that's not the problem. It's not like I fell off the wagon or anything, but I definitely can tell that my body was thinking a little bit more about chocolate as the day went on. And I only bought that chocolate because I was concerned that I would never have chocolate again. So still that mind game, still working on the mind, changing the thought process. I'll say that the chocolate feeling or the craving for chocolate wasn't on my mind all day, so that's good. But it was more in my mind and in the front of my mind more so than I wanted it to be. And I do believe that the weather has something to do with that. It was more cloudy and rainy today, and I think we're expected to get some snow. So that, I think, plays with me wanting to crave something sweet, homey, comfortable, something like that. So the other thing too is that I'm just shocked. So I mentioned this on my Instagram story today. I don't know if you guys follow me there, but if you don't, I have the same handle there as I do here. So check me out on Instagram. But so the thought process in my head of if you're an alcoholic or if you're a smoker, somebody who has an addiction, you know that when you go to the store, you could probably go to the store blinded and you know exactly where in the store the items are that you want, especially if it's a store you're familiar with or a store that you go to all the time. So this is the same for me with chocolate. I walked into the store absentmindedly. My cart wanted to go in the directions of where the chocolate is or where the sugary items were. And unfortunately, in this world and in this America that we live in, it is so sugar laden that it's almost impossible not to come in contact with some type of sugar down almost every aisle of the grocery store. So how is it that we could even work around that and not live in that way, and not consume that sugar? So difficult for me. I don't know if I'm ready to do a full-on grocery shop yet without absentmindedly putting stuff in the cart. Now, keep in mind, I only ran to the store to get some diet soda for my husband, but I still dealt with the temptation of wanting to eat and wanting to put sugar in my cart. And I'll say that I walked past the deli and I think I could smell baked goods. And so my sniffer is kind of getting more sensitive and more attuned to those sugary pastry sweets. Because before, like, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. But now it's kind of like, ooh, my body can sense it and knows that it's around. So similarly, if you relate that to a smoker, I remember my mom was a smoker. When she quit smoking, she used to go outside where smokers would hang out to smoke outdoors, and she would just be smelling in that secondhand smoke because to her that meant a lot. So I don't know, getting off topic there briefly, but I just wanted to let you guys know that is something that's constantly plaguing me, is wondering how to change my life in a way that I can move forward without having this have so much control over my life. So I'm working on it. Secondly, then today for breakfast, I had another Honeycrisp apple with 2 tablespoons of the Skippy extra chunky peanut butter. Very good. Yesterday in my video, I had the picture of that same meal, and I had my decanter of iced coffee next to it. So yes, I have a Toddy cold brew system, and I have cold brew coffee in the morning. That's part of my routine. And then for lunch today, I had the tuna, Ritz crackers, cheese. I'm so boring and basic, people, but like, if you know it works and you know the calories, like, just stay the course and eat it. Like, that's me. I probably could live a whole life of boredom eating the same thing over and over and over, just because if I know it's low calorie and I know that I like it. Like, I'm not addicted to food. I'm not addicted to crazy amounts of food or different flavors and tastes of food. I'm addicted to sugar. So I know what I like, and so this is probably day 4 of my tuna, Ritz crackers, and cheese. And then that was for lunch. For supper tonight, I splurged. I made a pot of fettuccine Alfredo with chicken and 1 piece of the Texas toast with cheese on top. So, and then a side of green beans for veggie. So that is what I had for my meals today. And so for a sweet treat, I did end up having another piece of that sugar-free chocolate. I wasn't too impressed. Again, I keep thinking that it's going to taste better than it does. And I nursed 1 square of chocolate for maybe a half hour. It took me to eat that slowly, versus what would have happened in the past. I just would have put it in my mouth in 1 bite and swallowed it and moved on to the next piece. But that's not the case with this chocolate. So I don't know. I keep counting down the days saying, okay, if I only do this for a week, then can I go buy fudge? And I don't want to be someone who gives up. I want to do this. And it doesn't flood and surround my thoughts, sugar and chocolate, but I do miss it. So I really need to hone in on my thought process and my thinking. And I could use your guys' help with tips and tricks on how to do that, because that's where I'm struggling the most right now, is just getting my mind under control. So I'm going to be looking online tonight and tomorrow to try to find ways to change those gears in my head. Stop thinking in that negative way, or in that old tape, playing that old song in my head saying that I need chocolate or sugar. So I used to do like a hypnosis app that I would listen to as I was dozing off to sleep at night. And I don't know that that really helped, but I'd be willing to try it again. The other thing that was fun that came in the mail today were my resistance bands. One of my goals that I wanted to work on going forward is to develop a nice little peach butt. And so I bought resistance bands. There's a gal on Instagram. I think her name is like Busy KB or KB Busy. Another friend of mine, Samantha at Sammy's WW Journey, I think is her handle. She was the one that turned me on to that Biz KB's channel, because she does a lot of resistance bands. She has her own bands, and I love the way Samantha's butt looks. So I thought, well, shoot, man, I can just work on that. So I didn't buy any of that Busy KB's bands, but I did buy some from Amazon. This is what they look like. And I'll go ahead and include like this screenshot of which brand exactly that you can buy from Amazon. These are only like, I think, less than $10, but they have 3 different resistance. This is a medium. There's 2 different colors here, purple, teal, pink, and they all 3 have different resistance levels. And then the material is like cloth material, and then there's a the stretchy part of the band on the inside, the elastic. And then what I thought was like a Velcro piece that opened and closed. This is not. This is just where the two ends meet for the band, and then it's really reinforced really well with stitching here. So it's a very sturdy, strong band. There was lots of great reviews on these bands, and so I can't wait to start my booty workout. Yes, people, yes. So that's the goal and the lesson for today. I need to focus and concentrate mentally. I need to train my thinking. And I look forward to my next goal of working my booty. So those are some of the things that I'm kind of thinking about today as far as sugar and addiction. I think I have to change my thinking on, I don't want to say move from one addiction to the next, because I feel like someone like myself who has an addictive personality, that is, I think it's more to do with power and control. And I just would like maybe to get better power, control, and discipline out of different areas in my life outside of eating sugar and chocolate. So now I'm going to switch gears and try to find something else that I can have power and control over, and that's taking care of myself and getting fit. So what better way to do that and time to do that than now, when we're stuck at home all day long, I am. And I've got my treadmill back there, old Bessie. I can't remember if that's the name I called her or not. And I've got these resistance bands. I've got some hand weights, and I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on doing some physical activity here and getting stronger that way too. All right. I've spoken enough. Tomorrow is my weigh-in day, my weekly weigh-in day, so I can't wait to hop on the scale. Hopefully see some type of a loss this week for all of the decreased calories I've been consuming without eating all that sugar and chocolate. And I will come back on here tomorrow and deliver to you day 5 of my sugar detox, and then also have a separate video for my weigh-in. That will probably go up the following day on Saturday. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. All right. Bye-bye.